Hey, party people, listen, I'm starting to think that somebody hijacked the Christian religion because stuff I'm hearing is starting not to make any sense. Let me say, I was in a discussion group this morning with Christians, and they pretty much saying that you can decide as a Christian whether or not something is a sin. You make that decision. Like, if it feels okay for you, then you could go ahead and do it, and it's okay. If it don't feel okay, then you shouldn't do it. Like, I don't know if somebody is teaching that or where they came from, but it's a lot of people saying it. Like, they saying, like, as far as any kind of sin, really, like, if you convicted of it, then you shouldn't do it. But if you're not convicted of it, then it's okay to do. And if the Bible doesn't say one way or the other, then you can make up your own mind about it. What kind of... What? Say, what? I never heard of nothing like that before in my life. But that's literally what they are telling people. And it's too many people for it to just be, like one person messing it up. These people don't even know each other. I don't know where they just all in a group, people from all over the world. And this is what they're saying. Like, and there's a lot of people saying different too, but it's a lot of people who somehow have this belief. Like, all right, we got a discussion because we was talking about Christmas. Now, let me just tell you my backstory on Christmas and holidays. I was working at a company where I decided to do a newsletter for the company. So I got the approval to do this monthly newsletter. And so after I got all the business information in it, I still had some room left over. So I had to fill up, you have to fill up the newsletter. So I decided, since there was a holiday pretty much every month, then I will spend the first year writing about the origins of all of the holidays. What is this? It's like smeared here. Hold on a second. Let me see if I get that smear. The sun is causing a smear look. But anyway, let me see if I can wipe that. Hold on. I'm still there. Anyway, like, got worse. Anyway, so when I started studying the origins of these holidays, I discovered that every single holiday had its origins under paganism. Like, every holiday was about a pagan god, in honor of a pagan god. We just kind of switched the meaning of it. Not even really a lot. We just don't mention the gods that they're honoring through these holidays. So pretty much every single holiday has its origins in paganism. So when I got to Christmas, I wasn't really surprised that Christmas also has its origins in paganism. Now, people are saying, well, this is what Christians are saying. Well, the Bible, we're just celebrating Jesus' birthday. We're not doing anything wrong. The Bible doesn't say we could celebrate it or we can't. So if the Bible doesn't tell us we could or we can't, then we can do it. But that's not really true, because the Bible really tells you. All right, in the Bible, the only people who celebrate a birthday, there's two birthdays celebrated. One is the Pharaoh and one is King Herod. They are both pagans. Both of them are heathens or pagans. They're not godly people. And the fact that on King Herod's birthday, he cut off the head of John the Baptist, it kind of tells you that, it probably was not something. You didn't hear anything about an Israelite ever celebrating their birthday. It just wasn't done. So that kind of tells you or gives you the impression that birthdays were celebrated by pagans. Now, it makes sense because, in all actuality, in the Bible, we are not supposed to glorify ourselves. We're supposed to glorify God, and your birthday glorifies you. So now I understand why Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate their birthdays, because they because of the fact that they don't celebrate any holidays. And now it's understandable why. But people say, well, how are you going to get older? You can get older without celebrating your birthday. Every year you don't have to have a celebration. You have to have a cake and blow out candles. But Bible tells us, do not take on the ways of the heathens. It tells us that over and over and over again. In fact, it was such a strong belief of God's that he he told his people, do not even marry anybody or date. Do not give your children to people who are of these foreign beliefs, because they'll influence them. That's what happened to King Solomon. King Solomon didn't listen to God. He went and got all these different wives from different backgrounds, and they all served different gods, and he found himself serving all these different gods too. Because that's what happens when you fall in love with a person. You do things to make them happy, and that's what God was telling us, not to follow the ways of these heathens. Now, what was generally happening was the fact that how we started celebrating Christmas in the first place is because the early Christians was trying to convert the pagans over to Christianity. And the pagans were converting. They was easily converted. But then when they found out that they could no longer celebrate their sun god birthday on December 25th and doing all the things that they were used to doing during that celebration, they started not wanting to be converted. They were like, wait, we got to give up this. We got to give up this holiday? Oh, no. We're not doing that. And that's what Christians doing today. They're like, oh, no, we're not doing that. We like this holiday. It's too much fun. Too much fun. We're going to do it. That's what the Christians always say. Oh, Halloween is too much fun. We're not giving it out. Oh, Christmas is too much fun. We're not giving it out. It's about fun. It's not really about God. So the pagans was like, we're not giving up this holiday. So it was causing a lot of pagans to not convert. So what the early Christians decided to do was, okay, well, we can't have this holiday celebrating the sun god. So since the Bible doesn't give any birthday of the Messiah, we're going to just say it's his birthday. And we're going to let them do everything the same way. So that's why the stuff that you do on Christmas doesn't have any real meaning towards the Messiah's birthday. For example, you put a Christmas tree in your house. And you're like, well, what do I put a Christmas tree in my house for? What is that? What's the purpose of that? Well, because Christmas, the sun god that they were celebrating actually originated from Nimrod. Nimrod and Osiris later on became Osiris. Like, they got all these different gods, but it's similar stories. What happened in the story is that this god was killed, and his body was dismembered, and his parts were spread all over the world. And his wife, depending on what story it is, either she sent his brother or she sent his son out to gather all his body parts, and they were able to find all of the body parts except the penis. The penis was missing. Couldn't find the penis everywhere. Where's the penis? Nobody knew where the penis was. So, in honor of the penis, they erect this Christmas tree in their house. This Christmas tree is a phallic, is in the shape of a penis. That's even something even crazier. Everything is shaped like the penis. The monuments, they're in honor of Nimrod. They go straight up in the air. Even the steeples on the church, steeples on the church represent Nimrod, his phallic, his penis. So you got a penis on your church. It's the truth. Study the origins. That's where it came from. I ain't making this up. You'll study the origins, you'll find out. So that's why you celebrate Christmas. We celebrate Christmas because it was easier to convert the pagans. But you got to either follow God's word or you follow your own word. God's word says, do not take on the ways of the heathens. It says that over and over again. He was very adamant about it. It's one of the reasons why he let his children be scattered all over the world, because they kept following the ways of other people and they were not following his ways. So you decide. It's not even a hard decision. You decide to either follow God or you follow yourself. He says, don't follow the ways of the pagans. Don't. He didn't say, I'm kind of wishy-washy on this. Either you can or you can't. Depends on you, how you feel. You know, it's up to you. We don't really care. That's not what he said. He was very adamant, very particular about what he wanted and what his beliefs were. That you should not follow the ways of the pagans. That's what he told us. All right, listen, I'm going to have to get ready to go because the traffic is getting a little heavy. I'll talk to you later. Have a blessed day.